Yes.
Good morning, everyone. The poem I chose is At the Sight by Syra S. Demetriou. Before I start, I just wanted to give you guys a few things to think about before I conclude at the end. Just the main themes of war this poem brings up is one, civilian casualties, something that we need to learn to deal with as upcoming officers, and just coping with death. So to do that, this poet gives a really gruesome description of war and civilian death. And so it's just something that resonated with me because it's something that we're potentially going to have to face in the future. So this is At the Sight by Syra S. Demetriou. We're used to it, he said, sprinkling sand into puddles of blood. The pale sand lifted the red, gave it substance. Another body now that the host was dismembered. Bits of blue cloth clung to overreaching branches. We're used to it, he said, bending to collect a brown shoe. Bending to collect a brown shoe that pointed the way out of Baghdad. As he carried the shoe toward the safety barrier. As he carried the shoe toward the safety barrier, watching nearby, a sudden breeze rippled an orange string of prayer beads dangling from a hook. What's different about this one is that we know his face. We found his head intact. I blame everyone. The shoe held its tongue. So sorry for getting choked up a little bit, but I guess, I was really trying to take that poem slow. Just kind of, set in just because it's really a graphic poem, which is why it, resonated with me with, like I said earlier. But this is something you really need to, as officers, why we're really taking this class as future officers, something that we need to think about. It's one of those things that we often gloss over. The news, likes to bring it up, but civilian casualties are ugly. And it was difficult for this guy to deal with it. And it's something that I think we do as cadets often too, is instead of dealing with the issue up front, and saying that this is different, we just say, oh, we're used to this, I've done this before. But in the back of your mind, you always know that this is a lot harder than I ever anticipated.